Hello guys and welcome back to channel ahead of this massive clash between Atletico Madrid and FC Barcelona. The game is gonna be really exciting to watch and also it's gonna be very crucial for the both of the teams in the race of top 4. So without any doubt there will be a whole lot to discuss further in this video. So without any further delay, let's just get to it. A massive game awaits for Barcelona in the race of top 4 in Laliga. Because if you look at the points table currently, Barca just 1 point behind Atletico Madrid, having played same number of games. And 3 points from this match could be very important for the rest of the season to take lead ahead of Atletico Madrid. And heading into this game, I guess no one can certainly be called as the favourites because both of the teams are currently struggling this season. And if you look at the Atletico Madrid right now, they have not won any of their last 4 away games in La Liga, in which they have managed to secure 1 draw and 3 defeats. And also on top of that, Atletico Madrid have conceded 26 goals in this season in La Liga. And clearly this stat do indicate that they are really struggling this season. Because from Diego Simeone's side, you can't expect to concede such goals because they are known for their disciplined defense. So stats like this are clearly showing that they are also struggling defensively this season. And now on the other hand, if you look at the last 4 away games of Barcelona in La Liga, they have managed to get 2 victories and 2 draws. And also looking on to this match, which would be their home game for Barcelona for almost after a month, Barca have to take this opportunity because the clash between these 2 giants is always a game that you cannot miss. And given that it would be our first home game of this year, fans will be absolutely buzzing on the Camp Nou. And that's why this could be a really great advantage for Barcelona and on which they should make the most out of it. And also now just after finishing this winter transfer window, Barca would certainly feel more confident because signings they have made. Xavi have added 3 new reinforcements in his attack, which includes Aubameyang, Ferran Torres and Adama Traore. And these 3 new signings do add a lot of depth in our attack. And that's why our squad looks much more better than what it was at the start of the season. Because since after Xavi has took over, we do indeed have saw that improvement in our performances. But due to the lack of finishing, the effectiveness in front of the goal is what that costing Barcelona the games. And that's why such winter signings for Barcelona can prove to be very crucial for the rest of this season. And now coming on to the squad news, Barca just feels to have an upper hand here as their players have got that much needed rest, and on the other side, the Atletico, who have a lot of players on international duty, which means tired legs, could prove to be a problem. And also on top of that, they will also miss the services of Griezmann and Llorente, who are quite an important part of their squad. And now talking about the lineups, Barca would be starting with their as usual 4-3-3 formation with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in the goal, with Piqué and Arau in the defense, and I think on right back, Xavi would certainly go with Dani Alves, and on left back it would be Jordi Alba. And now into that midfield where Xavi can explore certain different options as he would have Gavi back from his suspension. But still Xavi will go with the same lineup, or what to say, the same midfield he used against Alaves in that last match, with Busquets in that defensive midfield role and Frenkie de Jong and Pedri as interiors. And of course now the most confusing part would be to choose our front 3. We have a lot of different options from the bench for this game and only Memphis and Ansu who will remain on sidelines, but still we will have a lot of options to discover. But the ideal starting front 3 with Xavi would go on would be of Ferran Torres, who would start at that left wing position, and on striker's position we might see Luke de Jong starting again, but personally I wouldn't mind to see Aubameyang getting his debut start straight against Atletico Madrid, because this match is going to decide that 4th spot of the league most probably, and that's why we have to use our best players. And now on that right wing position, it still remains a question that if Xavi would be starting Dembele or not after all the chaos he created. But still certain reports are saying that he has got that green light to play against Atletico Madrid, and if it's that so, he should be starting in this game because on that front, he's still our best and the most lethal player in our squad, and against this struggling Atletico defense, he can prove to be a very decisive player. And on the other side, Atletico would start with their usual 4-4-2 shape with Gimenez, Savic, Hermanzo and their back 4 with Oblak in goal, and in midfield they will have De Paul and Koke to play centrally, and in that wing backs position they would have Carrasco and Thomas Lemar. And both of these players could trouble us with their pace, and once they start to find their spaces, they could be really lethal. And in their attack, they would have informed player Angel Correa and of course our Luis Suarez, who is set to play for the first time in front of the fans in Camp Nou, and that would be really exciting to watch how fans will welcome him. But overall for Barcelona, this game is gonna be far from easy. Even though Atletico is struggling defensively, but with having Lemar and Carrasco at the wings, they can hurt you really with their pace. And having Luis Suarez in front of the goal, Barca would always look vulnerable whenever they will get caught on counter-attack. So that's why Barcelona have to be very alert whenever they will press Atletico Madrid high up on the pitch. That's why role of our fullbacks will be very crucial, not only offensively but also defensively. And in midfield, we have to create numerical advantage over Atletico Madrid and have to continuously keep flowing that ball, keep moving that ball. And also Pedri and De Jong, those who have to make those box-to-box runs, who have to make those forward runs to pull out the defenders, and on which players like Aubameyang could benefit a lot. Overall, it's hard to see these games will bring a lot of goals because both teams are struggling this season in front of the goal. But still, Atletico in 2022, from the start of this year, they have scored 7 goals in just 3 games, which is a clear indication that still they can cause a lot of damage. And also, Atletico is such kind of team that won't give up until the last whistle, and that's why Barcelona certainly cannot take a moment to breathe, even if they are leading. They have to be alert and focused until the last whistle of the game. And also, Barcelona have to play with an attacking approach and use their wing play very wisely, because Atletico's defense won't give you many chances, they won't leave many spaces, and that's why stretching up the pitch using fullbacks and winger can be very crucial to create chances. So ultimately, without any doubt, this game is gonna be very interesting to watch, where both teams would be fighting for those 3 crucial points which can increase their chances to be in that top 4. And now coming on to predictions, it will be a cagey game, but still I think this time Barcelona, who right now looks more fresh, could get the job done this time and might get an important 2-1 victory this time at Camp Nou over Atletico Madrid. Even though the head-to-head record of the last 5 matches clearly shows that Atletico Madrid have had an upper hand in this kind of fixtures, but still this time Barcelona would just get their job done, and I think they would be sitting in that 4th spot of the table ahead of Atletico Madrid after this game. So that's it for today, guys. Do let me know your predictions and thoughts about this match in the comments down below, and also do subscribe the channel and like and share this video, and as usual I'll meet you soon with another new video. Until that time, Barca Barça.